All right, so I am going to review the questions that look very similar to your test on Friday, okay? So the first question is going to be question number 1. And I know that we've already solved some of these, but again, I'm going to do them again so that you're not going everywhere on the other videos of the week looking for them, all right? So you're going to have, several questions like number 1, where it says which expression is equivalent to all of this. And we talked about this whenever they give you a long expression and they're just rewriting it, that a lot of these problems on this packet, the shortcut is Y1, Y2, look at the tables, right? So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to type this in on Y1, type these in on Y2, and one little thing you've got to remember is that you can only use X's. All right, so I'm going to go here to Y1. I'm going to type in my problem. Alpha y equals, enter to type my little fraction. And then it's 4x minus 16x plus 7x minus 13x. And then I'm going to go and check every answer choice. So if I think the answer is A, I'm going to put negative 10x minus 25x. And I'm going to check the tables by pressing second graph. My numbers are not matching, so I need to, because they all have to match, not just some. I go to y equals and change that y2 to the next equation, or the next expression, the next answer choice, 10x minus 29x. Second graph. Nope. So I'm going to go to y equals, try answer choice C, negative 10x minus 5x. Second graph. And there you have it. Same numbers. You're going to solve those like that on the day of the test on Friday. All right, the next one is number 3. Same thing like number 1. Okay, but in case some of you want to solve some of these by hand, a number outside parentheses just means distributive property, and then of course you have to combine like terms. But first you take care of distributive property. So this would be negative 2 times 2 would be negative 4x. Negative 2 times negative 10 would be positive 20. Negative 2 times x is negative 2x, and negative 2 times 4 is negative 8. I would then combine the numbers that have an x. And remember, combine means add. So negative 4 plus negative 2 is negative 6x. And then I'm going to add a positive 20 with a negative 8, which gives me positive 12. But I could have easily done the strategy from the top. I could have easily just put all of this into Y1, put my answer choices into Y2, and then just press second graph to look at the table. So the same strategy for 1 is the same strategy you could use on all the others. All right, the next question is number 5. You're going to have a question like this on the test, except it's not a triangle. I believe it's like like a hexagon, it's another type of shape, but it's still a perimeter problem. Perimeter simply means to add up all the sides. So in this example, our triangle has 3 sides, therefore we had to add 3 things. On your test, if it's a pentagon, you'll be adding 5 things. If it's a hexagon, you'll be adding 6 things, and so on and so forth, okay? Isosceles, or these little lines, tell me that if this is 2x minus 1, so will this one, okay? So you're going to be adding 2x minus 1 plus the other 2x minus 1 plus the x plus 3 at the bottom. And again, I am not going to do this from the top of my head. This has to equal one of these. So I'm going to put this on Y1, answer choices on Y2, and I'm going to check the tables. So Y1. So I'm going to put 2x minus 1 plus the other 2x minus 1 plus the x plus 3. And then I'm going to put my answer choices. I'm going to start over here. X, I'm checking this one. X plus 3 plus 2 parentheses, 2x minus 1. And then I check the tables. And if they match, which they do, then that's my answer. If they don't match, then I would check another answer choice. You're going to have a couple like number 6, where you are being asked to find the area of a rectangle, okay? So we know that area means length times width. That gives you area. And the longest side is the length, and this is the width, so you've got everything that you need. So you take the 2x minus 6, and you multiply with the x plus 4. And this multiplication will give you one of these answers. If you do it by hand, you're basically doing FOIL, or you're doing the window, the Punnett square, okay? And if you don't want to do it by hand, then you put this on Y1, put this on Y2, and check the tables, which is what I'm going to do. So any area question can also be solved with the shortcut. 2x minus 6 times x plus 4. And I just check my answer choices. 2x squared plus 1x minus 20. Second table. Nope, they don't match. I'm going to go and check letter C. 2x squared plus 2x minus 24. Second table. And the answers do. So I try to show you a wrong one, and then I'll go to the correct one. Only because we have already done these before. This is just a review. There's going to be questions like number 7, which I'm not going to do because it's the same thing again. This, if you want to solve it by hand, you would have to do distributive property, all of that stuff. But put it on Y1, put these on Y2, and check the table. Okay, so a lot of the same thing happening over and over and over. Okay. The next one is number 10. Which expression is equal to? Again, guys, it's like I sound like a broken record. Y1, Y2, and we'll check the tables. So I'm going to go to Y1. 2x minus 7, close the parentheses, times x minus 3, close the parentheses, minus parentheses, x minus 3, close the parentheses, and then x plus 1. I'm just typing in the whole original question on the top. And then, let's see, okay, I'll just check, that's going to be positive, okay, I'm going to check C and D. My gut's telling me it's either C or D. Let's see. X squared minus 11x plus 24. Second graph. Woohoo! There you go. Okay, the next one is number 14. Laws of exponents. All the laws of exponents are going to be with y1, y2, check the table. And actually, we've been doing that for every single problem. So Friday's test should be super easy. And I put 25 questions, and you might think, oh my God, I'm not going to finish. It's a lot. But a lot of it is on the calculator. So yeah, you'll finish. Okay. I need this whole fraction. So alpha y equals, enter. Parentheses, -6. Instead of a cubed, it's going to be x to the 3rd power. Instead of b5, it's going to be x to the 5th power. Oops, not there. Then it's going to be 2a squared. Well, for us, it's going to be 2x squared. Then it's going to be b3, but for us, it's going to be x3. All over negative 18, x to the 4th, x to the 8th, and x cubed. Just use x's. That's what you got to remember, okay? And I'll show you a wrong one, and then I'll show you the right one, okay? So let's say you think the answer is F. Alpha y equals enter, negative 2, negative 2, x squared, and then instead of b, x, and then on the bottom, 3x cubed. Second graph. Nope, not the same. So now I'm going to check G. Alpha y equals enter. 2a means 2x on the top. 3c cubed will be 3x cubed. Second table. And there you go. Okay, the next one is 15b. You will have one like this where they want the area of a triangle. And I even tell you on the test, the hint, that area of a triangle is base times height and then divided by 2. So the base is your bottom. So for sure you need that number. The height is the one straight going up because you don't stand diagonally when you're standing, right? When they take your height. And then after you multiply that, you have to divide by 2. So that's how you find the area. This is still a laws of exponents. You're going to put this on y1, these on y2, and just check the tables. So we're still not even doing any calculations on our part. This whole test, it's just strategies. Okay, so I'm going to put alpha y equals enter. 3x to the 4th power, x to the 6th power, times 2x squared, and instead of y, you put x, over 2. And let's say I think the answer is, I don't know, the first one. I'll just go in order. 3x to the 6th, x to the 7th. Second table. Woohoo, what was it? Okay, the next one is number 16. Area, okay, of a rectangle. I know the area of a rectangle, again, is length times width. That'll give you the area. And in this question, it gives you the length, and it actually gives you the width. So it gives you the two things you need to find the area. So you're going to put this in y1, answer choices on y2. So it'd be parentheses, 10x to the 3rd power, x to the 4th power, because I cannot use any other letter, and then 5x squared, and then instead of a y, x. So I'm just putting the original problem, and now I'm going to put my answer choices. I'm going to check J, 50, x to the 5th, x to the 5th, because I cannot, oops, not there, hold on. 50, x to the 5th, x to the 5th. There we go. And look at the tables, and they match. So I'm just showing you the strategy. All right. The next problem that's going to be on your test is very similar to number 21. I give you an equation, and notice how I'm just focusing on certain words in this problem, because sometimes these questions sound very tricky, okay? I'm giving you an equation that is already in y equals, okay? And they gave you independent values, which means they gave you x values. The x values are 1, 4, 8, 10. And you're looking for dependent. That means that you're looking for the y values. whenever you have an equation and it's got to do with x and y values, you're just going to use the table. You're going to go put your equation on y equals 0.5x plus 3, and you're going to go to the table. And you're going to go look for the x values that you were given. When x was a 1, its partner was 3.5. When x was a 4, its partner was 5. When x was an 8, its partner was 7. And when x was a 10, its partner was 8. Those are the only y values I can have because these are the only x values I checked. So which of these is in the answer choices? Is this in the answer choices? Is this one, or this one? Well, only the 5 was. Okay. All right, the next one you're going to have very similar to is your function notation, number 23, where they fancy ask you f of -1, which is just fancy for, hey, look, you see how there's always an x in the middle? Well, I changed it to that. So it's just their fancy way of saying, hey, x is a -1. That's all they're saying. So you're going to take this x and plug it in anywhere you see an x. So 3 parentheses, -1 squared, minus 2 parentheses, -1, and then plus 5. And I am not even going to try to solve it in my head. I'm going to just plug it in here. And I already had it there because we did it yesterday. 3 times -1 squared, minus 2 times -1 plus 5. Enter. And you get a 10. Okay, the next one is 26. And actually, I'm not even going to solve 26 anymore because it's just laws of exponents. They're telling you to divide. So this is being divided by this. So this is what you would put in y1, these on y2, and you check the graphs. I'm not going to do those. I've done plenty of those right now. Let's go to 33. Remember this one? You have to create ordered pairs from the picture that they're giving you. The bottom numbers are always your x values, and then whatever they're telling you to focus on is your y values. Remember that, the pattern? So this ordered pair would be 1, and since it doesn't have any little circles on the top, it'd be 1, 0. This ordered pair would be 2, with only one little circle on the top, 2, 1. This one would be 3, 2, and this one would be 4, 3. And then all you have to do is take these and put them in y equals, and then go check to see if they give you these ordered pairs in the table. How do I plug these into y equals if they're not even in y equals mx plus b? Because they are. These are your y's, and these are your x's. So then I'm just going to show you the correct answer. Y equals x minus 1. Second table. Notice how a 1 is partnered up with a 0, just like here. 2 is partnered up with a 1. 3 is partnered up with a 2. And 4 is partnered up with a 3. You're going to have one like that. So make sure you review 35, okay? all the way to 56. Again, I'm not going to do that one. But you have one like this. Plug all of this in because it's still laws of exponents. Plug all of this in on y1, answer choices on y2, and check out their tables. Just please make sure only use x's when you're plugging them into y1 and y2. Oh, we've done plenty of those. 60. Which expression is equivalent? Man, sound like a broken record. You have two options. I don't know if you want to be brave and do FOIL, for each one to see if it gives you that. When you can just do y1, y2, check the tables. So negative 6x squared minus 11x minus 4. And let's see, I'm going to check answer choice B first. Negative 3x plus 4 and 2x minus 1. Second table. Ooh, nope, they're not the same. Okay, so now I'm going to check D. Negative 3x minus 4 and 2x plus 1. Second table. Yay! Okay, 63. 63, same thing. I'm not going to do that again. So y1, y2, check the tables. Okay. Let's go to 64. I'm not going to do that one because I already did a function notation. They're just telling you in a very fancy way that x equals 6. So you're going to take this, 2/3 times 6 squared plus 8 times 6. You're plugging in the 6 here and here. And on the regular screen of your calculator, just type in your question exactly like that. Alpha y equals enter, 2/3, and let it give you your answer. Okay. 66. Which set of ordered pairs represents y as a function of x? Just focus on this word, guys. Which is a function. If it's a function, x's cannot repeat. This little phrase right here, y is a function of x. It just means, hey, tell me who's a function. That's it. Negative 9 is an x, 0 is an x, 1 is an x, negative 3 is an x. Are they all different? Yes, so this is a function. Negative 1, 4, negative 7, negative 1. The negative 1's repeated right here. So this is not a function. Here, the 3's repeat and even the negative 4's repeat. So this is not a function. And down here, the 2's repeated. So this is not a function. So where did the x's not repeat? On letter A. That was the function. And sometimes it'll ask for a function, sometimes it'll ask for not a function. So read carefully. All right, question number 69. It says rewrite the expression in radical form. This is a concept we did not get to because we ran out of time. But it's a concept that either you get one question or you get none, and it's super easy. If I give you a number with a little fraction, and I want you to write it with a radical, all you got to remember is the phrase top in, bottom out. So the number 29 stays nice and big. That number is the one that goes inside the little radical. But the fraction, remember, fraction's made up of a top number and a bottom number, the numerator and denominator, right? The top goes inside, the bottom goes outside. That's what that means. So then where is this? Well, it's definitely not B, and it's definitely not D because they put the 1 on the outside, and not C because where's the little 3, right? So there you go. Now you might be thinking, well, where's the 1? Well, 29 to the 1 power is just 29. They don't like to put the 1s. Okay, let's do another one like that. 0.4 is the big number. 0.4 is that goes inside the little radical. The fraction is 2/5, so top goes in, bottom goes out. Where is that? This one's missing the 2. This one reversed them, and this one put both inside. So there you go, top in, bottom out. All right, 75. Oh, another one. I'm not going to go over that one. Okay. You would put these into the y equals button. Okay. To see which one gives you the ordered pairs. All right, guys, hope you study. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.